I lost some of the tip a few seconds ago. It's kind of discouraging. Very careful with the base, because I got to use a lot of force, and then you know what happens when you hit the base and not careful, everything could just snap. Okay, I'm going to clean this up with a pressure flaker and see what else I can remove for thinning flakes. And this is more of a edge strengthening than a cleanup, although it is cleaning up a lot of those peaks or deltas. It's also strengthening the edge, because I want to do a few more thinning flakes. So this allows me to prepare carefully. Instead of using the abrader as a hammerstone and just abrading and just roughly preparing the platforms instead of carefully doing it with a pressure flaker. Although again, I'm not preparing individual platforms, I'm just going around strengthening the entire edge and then do the usual opportunistic flaking. Okay, if I can stay in the frame here. Alright, so this is what I got so far. I kind of like this edge, but this edge has got a lot of mass. So I'm going to take some thinning flakes off of this side, hopefully. I'm just going to leave this one as is, this edge here. I might take some more with a percussion flaker. So yeah, I'll just abrade both edges. Switch to a 1/8 or 5/32 I should say. Let's see how that does. This one's too long. Let's see. Yeah, go with the. I don't know. Okay, this one is shorter. It still feels a little bit too long. It might bend because the material is so hard. It might bend the tip of the flaker, but we'll see. It's like a hole or something there. might be okay. That one ran pretty good. These flakes are running pretty good at this stage. Until I actually say something. I took more of the tip off. For me, that's the most discouraging thing of flint knapping, is losing the tip. Now, that might sound unusual, but it really does get on my nerves. That hole goes all the way through. Kind of cool. You can see the tip of the flaker got bent over, but I'll straighten that after I finish. I'm debating whether or not to run lots of flakes here on a tip. I want to try to get rid of that step fracture. But I'm not going to mess with it too much, because with tough materials you really don't want to try to get it really refined. You'll end up putting in a lot more step fractures than you are attempting to remove. Because once it gets thin, it's hard to keep your momentum on a tough material. I really want to get rid of that step fracture. So okay, that's good enough. I really don't want to mess with it too much anymore. I'm going to put a stem on it, and when I come in to do the narrowing of the stem, I'm going to try to run some flakes up this way and thin that out. If you can see what I mean. Narrowing the stem gives you some beveling. You can use that beveling as platforms to do some thinning. It's already almost an hour, 50 minutes. Same amount of time on the previous video that I'm not going to post. So I'm not sure exactly how productive this one was, but I'll just post this one and try to make the other one shorter. Okay, so the base looks pretty good on that side. Now I'm going to try to run some thinning flakes up to the middle. Strengthen this edge here. Running some flakes up in that direction. And this direction here. I'm going to do this first to see if I can thin this down, and then I'll do that one. Probably should have used a larger diameter, but I'm going to see if I can run a long flake. Nope. Didn't cooperate at all on that side. Let's see. Not sure that did anything either. Okay, so that's fine. Maybe one more from the blade. Quarter-inch this time. Much better. Okay, so that's about it. I'm just going to clean it up. I don't know what I did there. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to call that good. I lost track of what I was doing and I took too much off of there, but that's fine. Anyway, that's what I get from that piece. It's almost an hour, 58 minutes so far, so I think that's it. Got a very sharp edge, so it's not bad. I mean, it's not a not a total loss. I mean, I lost a lot of material. Still pretty sharp. Okay, so I'm feeling kind of tired. I think the first two that I worked on with this tough material kind of wore me out, so I'm going to take a little break and come back. There, just to make it look like I might know what I'm doing. Just even out those arbs a little bit. Okay, that's enough. I'm not sure what that's called, but I think it's like raw coral or something. That's it.